We prime the engine, which I've got this little deal set up here. We got a fitting that goes in, right? I don't know what you call this. The oil pump's right here. And I want to hook up a little weed sprayer deal and pump some oil in there. That'll probably be tomorrow night. I don't know. I want to have this, I'm going to try and start this thing. Let's see, what's tonight, Wednesday?
Yeah.
I'm going to try and start it Friday. Still don't have brakes. This is as far as I've gotten on brakes. I got to bleed the master cylinder, bench bleed the master cylinder. Ugh, so much to do. And we got like 14 days left, 2 weeks till sick week, but we made some really good progress since we've finally been home and the holidays are over, so all kinds of wiring. You guys can judge all you want. I don't really care. It all works. I'm sure there's always going to be somebody saying I would have done it this way, but we ended up switching around our water pump deal. So this is a Davies Craig 150. Oh no, my light's dying. And Tony actually recommended I mount it directly to the radiator because it needs to be, I was going to mount it like up here, but that's higher and there would have been a section where it probably would have been like a void of air. So got it mounted directly to the radiator, and luckily it fits and it was clocked correctly, thank God. So what are you doing, Scrap? All right, enough talking. I gotta get to work. I'm gonna start plumbing this stuff. I'm filming and you're live.
You're filming and I'm live.
Yeah. And then there's Scrap.
And then there's Scrap.
Okay. Are the mics working out good? Can they hear?
Yeah, yeah. I was just, I tuned in on my other phone and it sounds good, so.
Good. So, yep.
Doing some wiring, buddy?
Yeah. Okay, let's show everybody. So, power's already on. I'm going to leave it this long, actually. I think we use it as a wheelie bar. If I don't get a rear bumper before sick week, because that's why I'm leaving it this long, because I don't know where it's going to end. But I gotta make a trip to Astros again. I need a tailgate, a rear bumper. I'd like to get a new grill.
So you got to run this to fans.
Well, so here's the thing, is I've got two big old 14-inch fans down there, and they both have their separate connectors. But I've already used 3 relays, and I'm wondering, I was thinking I could use 1 relay for both fans, but that might not be a great idea.
I think 1 fan is good for I've wired 2 fans off 1 relay before, but they say not to.
Right. But here's the thing is I've got this relay and that relay. Does that count as 2 or does it not work like that? You know what I mean? Because
I think you'd be fine since you've got 1 relay in there that's turning this one on. But you can probably run 1 relay back here for both. It'll work till it doesn't, buddy. And then you'll know.
Well, I don't want it to not work on sick week. I'm not trying to rewire it on the road.
Yeah.
So I better just do it the safe way.
Just look up how much how many amps those fans draw.
Oh hell, they can be up to 30 amps. You know what I mean? If that's just 1 fan, this is a 40 amp relay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably better split them between 2 just to be safe.
I just know that down the line,
Dan Wilburn says 40 amp relay will do 2 fans.
What does Dan know? Where's his rate? I'm kidding. No, trust me. I would. That's the answer I want to hear.
Dan knows. He said it.
I know. That's the answer I want to hear. But I feel like obviously I can do both signal wires up to the same terminal up there, so it could be on 1 switch. That's no problem.
Yeah. Obviously.
I just don't know how to go about, and then how do you, because they're like spade terminals down there. They're like male spades. So how would I?
Saw Good said, Dan's my guy for amp ratings.
So how would I even merge them into one without looking like a hillbilly? Like I'm stuffing 2 wires into 1 butt connector.
Scott says each fan can draw 35 on startup and 25 continuous.
Right. So I'm gonna do both relays.
Brandon says, do not use 1 relay, then you lose both fans if the relay blows.
I just wonder, like, again, I'm using, because I wanted my power wires to be really short, so that's why I put these relays back here. But the relay board up there, I just got a signal wire going to this one. So is that technically 2 relays, or is it not?
No,
It's not, because
that's
there's no
just turning
power.
it on.
Yeah, there's no power wire going to that.
Yeah.
So it's all good. The other reason I'm stressing about it is because I know down the road we're gonna have another water pump for the ice tank, and then probably like a scavenge pump for the oil for the turbos. There's 2 more relays I'm gonna need, and I only got 6. And I don't want to rewire this all again someday, but it's okay.
Add one more if you have to.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. But for right now, I just need to get this thing going. I think I'm just gonna do, so I don't have to worry about it.
So you got your fuel pump wired up. You've got your water pump wired up. You got your starter wired up.
Yep. Here, I'll show you.
Your Holly turns on, but we haven't actually hooked the laptop to it yet.
Thanks to you for
Sacrificing this relay board.
the hand-me-down speed wire. It's like one of the craziest, nice hand-me-downs I've ever had. But
Yeah, it's probably cost more than your engine and transmission.
oh, absolutely. We got start.
That sounds good.
Got fuel.
Uh-huh.
Got water. I keep hitting. I haven't put oil in it yet. I need to quit hitting the
you got a
starter.
dome light.
Yeah, look at that.
That'll be your headlights and taillights there.
I don't know, because I got this relay module from Racewire.
This is really nice because, like, if you have a problem, it lights up red, so you know if you've blown a relay or a fuse.
Now look, fellers, I'm gonna tidy it all up. No judging. It's my first time ever wired anything. I'm trying to do it nice.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But like, I'm gonna run all the wires and then put them all in a loom and wire tie it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're in the build process right now.
Yeah. Like, here's my neutral safety switch.
Right.
That's real nice.
You just found that piece of wire and looped it in there.
Yep, absolutely.
It could have been like 2 inches long, but instead.
What the
20.
hell do I do about a neutral safety switch?
Does your shifter have a kit to install one?
I don't think so. The operators, I don't think they do.
Better ask Doug.
Doug's
Let's just
too
send
busy.
Doug a message at 10 o'clock and just ask him about a neutral safety
Doug
switch. I bet
stopped
that'd make his
answering
day.
me. I asked too many questions to Doug, so I don't think.
Did you ask him any questions when we were at the Cletus race?
No, I don't want to bug him too bad. I don't know.
Poor guy.
Well, like the stock, like if you get a stock neutral safety switch for a 4L80, but it's like.
I'm sure you can rig something up to make it work. That shifter's
They
in a
check
lot
for
of
that?
cars.
Do you need a neutral safety switch for something that runs 12s? They check that.
I don't think you will.
Really?
There's a lot of there's a lot of cars going on sick week that aren't going to have neutral safety switches that are like stock vehicles.
You think so? I thought all stock vehicles have neutral safety switches, like nowadays. No?
Maybe. I don't know. Most of them probably do, but
Yeah, I think they do.
yeah.
I don't know.
Somebody said yes, the operator has it.
It does? I tried to look it up. I couldn't find anything.
Did
Is it
Tommy
already...
start an OnlyFans here? Sinister Performance. When are you going to start your OnlyFans? Tell everybody all your secrets.
Let's look at the shifter. We're just going to act like we didn't hear that.
Somebody said Low Car makes them.
Yeah? I don't know where you'd put it.
Well, is this it right here? Is that part of
I
it?
don't know. There's a lot of wires. I thought this was for the CO2 or electric shifter.
No, it's not.
It's not?
I don't believe so. No, because you have to put a MAC valve on this to make it shift.
So you're telling me this one already has a neutral safety switch?
That's right.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, those are definitely for the neutral safety
Oh,
switch.
brother, so we're solid. I thought I was going to be stressing about this. I thought that was for the...
Do you think Commotion Raceworks would send a shifter out without a neutral safety switch?
I don't know. I don't know anything about race cars and stuff. I just fucking throw it together and find out as I go. That's how this whole project is. One piece at a time. I gotta
learn.
I gotta watch a 15-minute YouTube video, then do the work, and then I go back, watch another. It's YouTube University.
It's funny though, because like it's taking you twice as long, but you're also doing it in such a way that's like really nice because you want to make sure it's right. So I'm proud of you, dude.
Yeah.
Got your coils mounted.
Look, the most I'm going to drive this thing, if it makes it to sick week, will be onto the trailer. I will literally drive it on the road for the first time because it's salty and snow here. There's no test driving it, so I can't risk like half-assing things. Like I really don't want to deal with that. Like you guys are gonna be waiting on me all the time, broke down on the road. I don't want to be that guy.
You're not gonna be broke down. This thing's got an LS in it. That's what everybody says to put in stuff that's broken. They're telling me to LS swap the Supra.
2Js are okay.
They are. I mean, I talked to Victor at Induction Performance a little bit, and he said that he'd like to help me on something, building a 2J. He's like, they don't drop valves. I'm like, yeah, I know. They shouldn't, but it did.
Right.
Here's the valve spring again.
Are people complaining that I'm too loud? I feel like my mic's really close.
No, it's actually perfect, I think.
Okay.
How's the audio, guys? Let us know in the comments.
If I'm like ear raping everybody, I'm sorry.
These don't even have any markings on them. For all I know, they're stock. I mean, they're probably not stock, but there's no marks on them.
Thanks, Chris.
So, perfect.
You're not even gonna go ask. See, you know, fucking Chris is over here working. We're fucking around.
I ain't doing shit.
Ain't doing nothing, son.
You're turning wrenches.
I'm not even a mechanic.
He's not. He's actually
Really
supposed
not.
to be the camera guy.
I don't even.
I should be doing this. You should be holding the camera.
We are.
Here we are.
You seem to enjoy work. You know, like when we were in Florida doing turnaround every round on the Nova, it looked like you're. I mean, it was stressful, but like it looked like you really cared about the job.
I do. I mean, I literally do. I mean, I've worked on cars. I have, but like, I don't be like. There's days where I was like, I don't want to work on anything. Like, if I want to go put brakes in my car, I don't want to do it. I'll pay somebody to do it.
Oh, dude, you should see my daily. That motherfucker has no exhaust. It's open header.
Right.
All right, they're saying the signal's getting choppy. We better get closer to the door.
Oh, did you get on Wi-Fi?
I was on Wi-Fi and it was having trouble earlier.
Sad.
Let's just open the door for a second.
Oh, it's cold. Open that door. Freezing my ass out.
We need to air it
Just
out
crack
in here
it. The
anyways.
internet can go right through the crack.
There's too many LS fumes in here.
LS fumes? You're the one that started your
The
truck
gayness
earlier.
is radiating.
All right.
Look at this Nova, though.
Something done.
Thing's sick. Oh, now we got 5 bars.
Just by opening the door.
Yeah.
But now we're cold.
Yeah. Check this thing out, guys.
Why does your stock
a jewel.
Nova sit lower than your race car?
There's no engine in that one.
Pretty funny.
It's actually on the travel limiters right now. Like it's.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. 'cause
Chevy.
It's still in radio.
Chevy, where you going, Chevy? Come on.
I agree.
Scrap,
I
come
like
on.
the white vinyl top.
Stay inside. Come on. Come on.
So right now we don't even have a heater in this shop. All we have is the AC with the heat pump built into the AC. The insulation keeps this place warm enough to where you can work, and it stays about 70 degrees in here. It's pretty amazing what that spray foam will do. We have the radiant heat in the floor, but we haven't hooked the water up to it yet. Oh, we've got all kinds of Wi-Fi boosters. My mom put a Wi-Fi booster out here, actually. I'm going to try to get back on the Wi-Fi here in a second and see what happens. Yeah, the trailer's nice, right? Discovery trailer sure knows how to make a trailer. I'll say that. Thing is badass. What's the status on the TIG welder waffle? Have you done that one yet?
I'm still waiting on some payments.
Just waiting on some payments.
Probably like 10 payments.
Spray foam is definitely expensive, but it saves a ton of money in heat because we literally don't even pay for heat yet. It's literally just in the electric.
20 years.
It's not bad. And we just had the door open.
Yeah.
Yeah. It stays pretty warm.
Man, just look at these fittings. Look at, it's like fidget spinners, you know what I mean? Like back in 2018 when people did that. It's like they just keep spinning.
They feel really nice too.
They're all polished. That's just nice. I'm so happy I get to have this stuff. That's just crazy.
Yep.
I can't remember. Do I have a 12 or a 10 coming off my tank? I think that sucker's a 12.
By the way, guys,
I hope we have
a code through Red Horse if you're ever needing fittings. I believe it's SRC10.
We had
That gets
12
you
and 90 in
off
here.
all Red Horse stuff.
See this receipt.
Billy, how fast are the backside no preps you run genuinely? The fastest backside we run is probably, it was either Milan or probably 42. And you can probably go 20s to 30s there if you're really getting after it. 520s, 530s. Somewhere in the mid to low fives, usually. I'm sure there's some out there where you can get close to the fours, but it's really hard to find a backside that'll hold much more than like 530s. I know Cletus just went 542 on the backside of Bradenton after a bunch of test passes, but he's all-wheel drive. He's got 40 inches of rubber on the ground, but I think that's doable for a rear-wheel drive car for sure. I think, especially with a lot of weight in the back, some of these big-ass wings people are running now, I think 520s is possible.
It's doable.
I think 520s, 530s will probably win over there.
It's all surface dictated at the end of the day. There's backsides out there that you can even go fives.
Yeah.
It's all about picking and choosing. If you're a racer,
Yep.
and you want to race backside or doing stuff like that, it's all about picking where you want to go, where you think you fit in.
Yeah, I agree there. There's a lot of people that are like, oh, I just can't compete. Well, I mean, there's a surface for everything, I think.
Pick and choose.
And there's also classes. I mean, a lot of promoters are getting crafty with their classes and rules. But ultimately, heads-up racing isn't really budget-friendly any way you look at it. You're going to spend a lot of money. There's some classes you're going to spend more than others, but it's not cheap to go racing.
It's a hobby.
So we have a discount code for Nitrous Express. We have a discount code for Red Horse, and I believe that's it for right now. If I'm missing one, I might post it up later. But that's all we have. Discount code for NX is just code SRC. And 55 is not going to make it to sick week. We are actually just going to take the Nova this year and enjoy a nice little vacation, cruise around in this thing, and have a good time. Tommy is going to be shitting bricks trying to get his truck there, and I'm going to try to be able to help him as much as I can if he needs help when we're there. I'm sure it'll probably be fine, but you never know.
Hey, I'm realizing. So here's what I'm
Is your mic
realizing.
still on?
I've messed up. Is
Is
it?
it still green?
I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, here's where I've realized that I might have problems. So, good news is in your spare parts box. I found an 8 to 12, which I definitely forgot to work. What I didn't realize is that this is a 12, and this is
Yes.
a 10.
Yes.
And I really, if I can, I'd like to go 12 to here at least. You know what I mean? Just a 12 line.
I wonder if MagnaFuel makes an inlet that bolts on that is bigger than an 8, because that just doesn't make sense to me. Why would you limit yourself to an 8 inlet but your pump will support 1,500 horsepower on E85. That just doesn't make sense.
Because maybe when the pump can only support so much horsepower, there's no line that's going to help it. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. So how do you tell if this is...
Double D said yes, they do.
This was in our spare stuff. How do you tell if this is the Red Horse nice stuff or not? I got to compare this to the...
Just use the new stuff.
Well, we don't have any 12. I forgot to order. I didn't,
Oh, okay,
I didn't realize this is 12.
This is Red Horse. That's all I've ordered.
Let me compare it with the other line. Cause
I will say the Red Horse is a little bit softer to squish together, so that's how you can kind of tell. But anything that I've bought is rated for E85, so.
Oh, this stuff.
Why are you not taking the Falcon? The Falcon runs on alcohol, and it is not set up for drag and drive. We can drive it around, but it's not set up to do drag and drive right now. We would have to add an intercooler.
I don't know, it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
If this is the premium stuff. It's just a short line.
It's a short section. I wouldn't overthink it too much.
I'm an overthinker. That's the problem. I don't know. Let's see.
Have I got a chance to hang out with old Cletus? I have not hung out with Cletus. I've met him.
The other thing too is I don't have a 12A and 90.
We're not homies yet.
We have a Jags 12A and 90. But like, what a slap in the face.
No, I'll get one from Kevin. You can replace it after you.
Yeah, but for now I'll probably have to just. That's just my fault. I didn't realize that section is 12. But here's a 1290 from
It's
Jags.
on like 4%, so I'm gonna have to get off here soon. But you can hold it for a second. I'm gonna put some plugs in this thing.
I'm not going to show what brand this is because I don't want to slam anybody because these are Chinese, but okay, these are Wuhan, right? Look at that.
You know, I've probably got a 12 somewhere.
Oh, I found one. It's just from not Red Horse.
I don't have a Red Horse 12.
No, not a. I found a 45s and straights, no 90s. So, really, just doesn't. Just it like catches, right? And then you go over here to the fancy.
I know there's 1290s in that box.
To the fancy stuff. Look at that. See that? Just look at that. Just beautiful. And actually, when we were looking at these, when we did the fuel, when we redid the fuel system on the Falcon, we did some upgrades, and we were looking at this stuff, and this stuff actually it's just bigger inside. Like if you hold a 10 up to a Chinese 10 up to a Red Horse 10, this has more flow. Like you can look at it inside and see that it's bigger. I can't compare these two because it's different sizes, but it's pretty cool. So anyways, we're probably going to have to cheat the one fitting here because I'm a dumbass. It's my fault.
Language, sir.
Oh, please.
Keep rating. Live streams. Let me just ask when the table's missing. The table's going to be back next week. Corey finally dug himself out of the ice.
So we'll go bada bing, bada boom for the 12. And good news is we had a spare Red Horse 8 to 12, which I just watched a super old Motion 360 video about these pumps and how to keep them alive and not burn them up because they are very reliable if you set them up right. And he said to do 8 to 12, which I didn't have. I figured I was doing 10 to 8. So we can at least do that. So, all right, let's get to work.
No, it's been repainted.
Has it? I thought it was original.
Is that a stuff color?
Yes, it's a factory color.
Okay. Yep, so it is a factory color.
Ah, wait, this isn't going to be right. We'll see. Wait, you're not wearing a mic. They can't hear you. Because you're not wearing a mic, right? I don't know. Here, you.
If you're close to one of us, you should be able to hear you.
All right, maybe you can hear me now. Oh, that's all right. All right, you can probably hear me now. Daggone it. That is not factory paint on the Nova. The Nova has been repainted. So that where he is. Sorry. I don't know how any of this works. But yeah, he's gonna be doing sick ward with the Nova while Tommy's racing. We'll be basically a support, helping Tommy try to make it to all of his destinations. Oh, let's see.
And Allison. Allison will be racing too.
Yeah, Allison actually will have the
And Tiffany.
And Tiffany, the whole family. So Allison will have the. She'll be driving the Dart, right, or the Dakota. Okay. Her mom will be in the Dart. Nice. Yep. What's up, Bandy Rd? How you doing, brother?
It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We'll be. The plan is right now that we'll be in Bradenton the week before. Is that right?
Yeah, week before.
We'll be at the U.S. Street Nationals with this fine hot rod.
As long as everything goes okay on the dyno Friday at Bob's.
Yep. So we will have a new video.
He's already got new bearings in it. He's just waiting on me to weld up the pan where it was cracked.
Yep. So we should have a new video up. I know we just posted a video today. Video up this weekend, and we'll recap the dyno video and some other stuff.
By the way, Friday at 6 p.m., we're going to start a short, limited giveaway on the Mustang. So I decided to fund the Camaro and do some other things I need to do. I'm going to go ahead and let go of the Mustang. I wanted to keep it a little bit longer, but money's tight these days, and we got to pay for the Camaro. It's almost done at 10 Soldiers, so
I'm backing up because
I'm going to do a short giveaway on the Mustang from Friday to next Friday. And to enter, it'll be on the website. All you'll have to do is buy an OG hoodie, and those will be listed as like a special item on the website at the time. So you guys will be able to have a chance to win the Mustang with the TKX and the 427 Windsor. And it's going to have a brand new 850 Team Z cage in it.
If you guys can hear me, let me know. Can you hear me? You guys can hear me. Okay, you guys can hear me. All right, so we lost service because somebody don't know how to charge a phone before a live feed. We'll blame that guy. So we're gonna jump off here and get this phone charged up because it is burning my hand right now as I speak. So we're in this. Like I said, we'll have a new video up here coming this weekend, which will be recapping everything we've done on the Nova in the last couple days. Should have the motor back without pending any issues, and if we make it and do good, we'll be in Bradenton 2 weeks for the U.S. Street Nationals. So we'll be down there racing. And yep. And there is a new video on the channel. Billy went and did some snow activities. There's Tommy again. And go check out that new video up. It's up now, like I said. And then we should have another video up this weekend. So thank you all for tuning in. I did see a donation. Appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. And other than that, we're cutting this off. So you guys have a good night. We'll talk to you soon.